Hello everybody, it's Ken Faulkner and I'm here and I'm doing a video, but I got an unpackaging. You can see I got a few Olight boxes here. Got this little thing from Fan Day, Fan Day. I don't know if you guys are fans of Olight or not, but they had a big event. I think it was last week. No, was it last weekend? Weekend before last. No, it was last weekend. Sorry. Anyway, then of course they followed up with one of their humongous sales that they do, and can't miss those, especially while I'm on my hiatus from buying knives. So this was kind of like a little shot in the arm for me. Although my girlfriend is the one that really is excited about the O lights and the O pins and all the different little doodads that they have. So anyway, we're gonna get into this unboxing, but before that, I'm gonna do a little update on my my Faulkner 5. Still kind of getting myself all warmed up and ready for Blade Show West coming up in less than 2 weeks. Not next weekend, but the weekend after that. And I'm down to number 4. I ended up picking the Malibu for number 4. I'll bring out the other ones that I had. The first one that I went with was the Stout from Devo Knives. Second one I went with was the Evo Evolution Evo from BRS or Eon. Sorry, Eon. And then I had the Kalem Blade Designs. That's the Ari. So this week it was the Malibu, and this is kind of breaking the rules for me because I like bigger knives. 3.5 inches is what I kind of tend to go for. But what we're talking about here is a blade that is about 3.25 inches long, which isn't too bad. And the overall length being 7.5 leaves you with somewhere around 4 inches on the handle. So that's kind of cutting it close for me as far as being able to hold on to that handle, but still it's got a good grip. And the reason why this one does make the list of my top 5 for carrying this over this last month is because of the action on this thing. It's just it is a one trick pony as far as the flicking it open. It's just a flipper, but it also has the button, so there's that option as well. But usually I am more into like the hole deployment or a thumb stud deployment. Button locks are not my main go-to. I do like them. It's good to have something where you can open and close the knife without having to bring your thumb across the blade. But any knife user that is used to it can do that fairly safely and not have to worry about cutting themselves open and close the knife. Although I definitely do have a few scars on my hands from doing so. But anybody who is a knife enthusiast is gonna cut themselves every once in a while. It's almost like a what do you call it? A badge of honor to have those kind of things. So anyway, yeah, this was a great carry for the week. I did notice when I was carrying it that it was not the sharpest. And that was just due to the fact that I've had this one for a few years and I don't think I had ever sharpened it. Actually yesterday I stopped and did a little spa treatment on it. I took it apart for the first time, lubed it up, cleaned it up, got a lot of pocket lint out of it. After 2 years of carrying it, it's definitely going to have that. I can't tell for sure if the action is that much better, but it's got this great acoustic. I just love that kind of sound. It's very solid feel. I think this is due to just the fit and finish on this knife is so nice, tight tolerance. You know, when I took it apart and put it back together, the centering is just no problem keeping it centered. I think that this thing is just so well, you know, manufactured, being a USA made knife from ProTech, that yeah, it just is a different level as far as that's concerned. So I really liked carrying this knife, even though it's a little smaller than I usually. This is more the size that I would carry as a backup knife, but as the primary, it did well. I had to get it sharpened, but now that I sharpen its 20 CV blade, it is definitely cutting much better now. And yeah, it was a good excuse for me to actually finally give this thing some little TLC. So that's that knife. That's number 4 of the 5. The story of it is carrying knives, trying to keep myself from buying knives, and I've done well so far. I did buy flashlights, but that's not knives, just flashlights. This guy was good for this week, and I got one more for this next week. And then there's still a few more days, but I think I'm going to make it. Now, this is my last of the Faulkner 5. And this one is, since this was ProTech, which is normally known for its automatic knives, this one is from Heretic Knives, or Heretic Knives. Not sure how you pronounce that. Maybe Heretic. You can see the little maker's mark there. And this is called the Wraith. Interesting fact is that my girlfriend has a knife that was made by Damn Designs that was called a Wraith. If you know Damn Designs, their knives are all named after kind of mythical type creatures. I have a few of them myself. She has the Wraith, and this one is also called the Wraith, but it is Heretic or Heretic Knives, and it is a very cool grind on this one. Definitely Tonto, but it's got the drop. It's got this interesting kind of grinding, dual grinding going on with the swage on the top. It's got carbon fiber. It's got brass bolster on one side, and then carbon fiber the other side, because it is mostly a integral, or then integral. There's another word that you can figure out how you want to pronounce it. I don't really care. We all know what it means. It's integral carbon fiber, and it's got a bolster that's kind of bolted on there. That's kind of helps to be able to disassemble it, although I haven't disassembled this one yet. But it is a very cool knife, and this is the one of the 5 that was the most recent buy for me. This was very shortly prior to my stopping buying before Blade Show, and I have not carried it that much because this is definitely a primary carry, and I've been carrying all these other knives for the last few weeks, so I'm excited about carrying this one. This is going to get me through to the end, and it's got this lock bar that you know, it's like a frame lock, but it's kind of a liner-ish, frame-ish, because of the fact that it's bolted into that integral carbon fiber. Great looking knife. It's got great action too, good acoustics. So it is also pretty much a flipper only knife. It doesn't even have the button, but I think it's going to be very satisfying to carry. So we'll see what happens after next week. So let's now we've gone through that, I'm going to get these guys out of the way and move on to what we got from O-Knife, or not O-Knife, O-Light. I even got my girlfriend calling these things knives because we're so used to these coming in. I've been having a hard time with not buying knives, especially since this last week was just horrible at work. I mean, I've been just struggling to keep my mood up, and I'm the kind of person that when I'm in a bad mood, it's hard for me to pretend like I'm in a good mood, and so it's kind of hard for me to do videos when I'm in a bad mood. So you know, it's the weekend. At least I'm away from work for a little while. I can try to enjoy my time off and not let work take away from my happiness. Normally I use knives as a way to cheer myself up, but I haven't been able to do that lately. This is something I didn't buy. I didn't even know I was going to get this thing. It's just one of these little bracelet things. I don't even know if it's going to fit on my big old wrist, but it's from the Ofan Day. So a little souvenir from that. This is the free gift. So we're looking at a little flashlight, and I don't know what the number is. I don't have a lot of details of it. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's going on with this guy. Now, I am doing the giveaway coming up, and there's a O-Light in that one, but that's a separate one. That's not part of this last purchase that I made. So it's sitting there over there waiting to go. I'm going to be doing that video either tonight, or if time runs short, I'll do it tomorrow and get that thing going. So if you haven't entered into that giveaway, go ahead and look back about a week. I believe it's the one where I talk about how I'm slacking and how I haven't been getting things done like I should. There's a lot of things about myself that, oh, it is an IR2 as well. So it does have the USB charging on it. So that's pretty cool. Probably need to, oh no, it's working right out of the box. So I'm not sure who's going to get this. Maybe, I don't know, it's me, my girlfriend. It's got the two levels, the dim and the bright. And that's really the kind of flashlight that I'm giving away here. But this one also has this north, southeast, west kind of symbol on it. And I think that was the main reason why they're, and it's got all the north, south, east down here. So that's kind of a design that they did for the free thing. So if you haven't gone to O-Light during one of their sales, what they're doing normally is they're saying just for logging on, you will get some free type of gift. And that's the one for this time. So that was pretty cool. We didn't go crazy on this sale. We just got two different items, but we were watching the Ofan Day, and this is one of the items that they were showing on that day. It's the O clip. So we'll break into this guy too. You got that nice little zipper that you can pull this thing out with. And this is kind of one of these ones where if you're walking at night and you want some visibility, you're able to clip it on something. It also can be used for a work situation where you're working on something and you want to clip this somewhere so you can have lighting. If you're out working on a car or something like that and you don't have a light available, you can put this on. Tiny little guy. It's a little thing. It's got the aluminum housing on it. Little button here. Try not to blind anybody. I don't know exactly how to use this one. Maybe this one may have like a little plastic piece on the battery. So probably not going to show you what it looks like, but yeah, it's a fairly bright light and it's got a clip on it. And it's supposed to be very good for clipping onto up to a 1/2 inch thick piece. It's got like a little rubber piece here to make it easier to grip onto that piece. I can't do that. Here's something fairly thick. Let's see. No, not going to fit there. Let's try this Serene knife here. There we go. Clipping on to a knife that's probably close to a 1/2 inch thick. And, you know, you can do that, or you can clip it onto a belt and carry it, go walking at night and have some visibility. So it's a cool little thing. Not too expensive. I can't remember the price off the top of my head, but you can always go to their website and find out what it is. So anyway, this is a new item from them, and it was pretty darn cool, so we picked that guy up. And then this is one of the main things. We've gotten some O pins before, but the shorter ones. And this one is the O pin glow, which means that it's not only a pin, but it also has a flashlight involved in it. And so let's, I'm gonna have to cut this guy open. We're gonna use the Wraith for that. All right. Oh, a little thing that I could pull. But hey, you know, you can always cut into something. You might as well just use a knife, right? So here is what it looks like. So it's pretty much a full-size pin. And then we'll pull off here. And we ended up, now there is a donut version of this, but we ended up getting the OD green. My girlfriend was concerned that, I think she's going to end up using it most of the time, but she was concerned that I wouldn't use the donut version, although I probably would. But this is the one we ended up with. There we go. And I'm not sure if this one's going to be the same thing. What's it say? Pull me up. Pull me up. Up this way? I don't know. All right, I'm just going to cut it. Any excuse to use a knife. Okay. And so there's different modes. The pin works as a bolt action. Got the little plastic tip thing on there. Obviously, got to get the pin going, but it writes. Seems pretty good. And there we go. So we push the button here on the back because it uses the bolt action to get the pin out. So it's got the normal clicker that you would use for getting the pin open. That actually works for the light. So you can see the light there. And I don't know all the hacks for this thing, but I know that there is supposed to be a way that you can make it so that the light comes out down here. If you go to B's Blades talking about this knife, he can show you how all that works. But I'll have to read up on it. But supposedly when it's dark and you have the pin open, there's some way. Well, it's got multiple bright. Look at that, how bright it is. There's some way that you can get it so that the light. Oh, there you go. So the light's coming out down here now. If you can see that, kind of block that off, and you can see that there's a little light down right where you're writing. So that's supposed to be making it able to write at night without any other light around. So anyway, kind of cool, kind of fun little things. Got little extra stuff. You can carry a pen and still have a flashlight with you at any time. And once you figure out all the different ways, this is so complicated for me. My girlfriend will be able to figure it out much better than I can, so she'll probably end up using it. Maybe it's just when you don't have the pen open. Yeah, see, so when you have the pen open, that's when it turns on that light. And if you close the pen, then when you click it, it puts that on. And if you do multiple, you hold it down, it'll go super bright. So anyway, that's one of the latest things from Olight. O-clip, O-pin, little IR2, or clearly I'm not the big 1R2 Pro. And that's it for this week. Got my one more day. This is my last day with the I can't even find it. Last day with the Malibu, and then on to the Wraith for next week. So I will be, like I said, I'm going to be doing a giveaway video coming up, and it's either going to be later on tonight or tomorrow, so look out for that. And I hope you guys have a good week. I hope I do too, because last week sucked. So you guys all take care, and I will see you when we're ready to do the giveaway.